natural, damped and forced vibrations, resonance. So today we'll see what is natural vibrations. So vibrations in absence of any external force is called natural vibration. The periodic vibrations of a body in the absence of any external force on it are called the natural or free vibrations. A body clamped at one point, when disturbed slightly from its rest position, starts vibrating. The vibrations so produced are called the natural or free vibrations of the body. Okay. The period of the vibration depends on the shape and size or a structure of the body. Time period is called natural period. Frequency is called natural frequency. A body capable of vibrating has a constant natural frequency, but this is only possible in a vacuum, because we have seen that practically it is not at all possible to any body to keep the amplitude constant, because under natural vibrations amplitude always remains constant. So the body always offers some resistive force of friction and the weight of the body. So this is only possible in vacuum. So you have to keep in mind this thing. We'll see some of the examples to find out the natural frequency or example of natural or free vibrations. If we take the simple pendulum of the length L and G is acceleration due to gravity, so we can find out the natural frequency of simple pendulum, which is equal to F is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root G upon L, where L is the length of the pendulum. A simple pendulum of length 1 meter on Earth's surface, where the acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meter per second square, has its natural frequency 0.5 hertz, and as the length is increasing or decreasing, this natural frequency can be changed, or even the mass of the bob is changing, the natural frequency can be changed. We'll see now a load is suspended from the spring. When stretched and then released, starts vibrating with its natural frequency. Its frequency is determined by the hardness or a force constant, capital K. If the spring and the mass of the load, if the mass of the load is m, then the frequency F is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root K upon m, where K already you are knowing, K is the force constant, where m is the mass of the load. The frequency will be different for same load on different springs, and it will be different for different loads on the same spring. We'll see next one, frequency of a string instrument. When the string in the instrument like sitar, sonometer, it is stretched, the frequency F of vibration in a stretched string depends on the length, and frequency is inversely proportional to the length of the string instruments, the radius and the tension in the string, where frequency is directly proportional to the under root tension, and thus the frequency of note produced by a string stretched between its end is given as F is equal to 1 upon 2L under root T upon pi r square D, where D is the density of the material. So the material which we are using in the string, the density decreases, so it is like this. Now the frequency F of the note can be increased by decreasing the length of the string or by decreasing the radius, that means the thickness of the string, and by increasing the tension in the string. We'll see now when a tuning fork is struck against the hard rubber pad. So tuning fork always give a single note. Single note means a sound of a single frequency. It is also called as pure note. So different tuning forks produce sound of different frequencies. Next example is when an air column in a flute or organ pipe is made to vibrate. Okay. Frequency is inversely proportional to the length of the air column. So in a flute, the note of different frequencies are produced by changing the effective length of the air column when different holes in it are closed. In organ pipe with both the ends open, different modes of vibrations are produced by blowing the air frequently, and they are of the frequencies in the ratio of 1:2:3. While in an organ pipe with one end closed, the frequencies of different modes are in the ratio of 1:3:5. So keep in mind, organ pipe with both the ends open, the frequencies are in the ratio of 1:2:3, wherein organ pipe with one end closed, frequency is in the ratio 1:3:5. Now we will see a string of a given length stretched between its ends under a given tension. Suppose we are if you are keeping one string fixed at both the ends, and now we are plucking it from different points, we'll see how the mode of frequencies will get. If the string is plucked in the middle, the string vibrates in one loop. This vibration is called the principal note of a frequency. So we can see only one vibration. If the string is plucked at 1/4 length of the string from one end, it vibrates in two loops. This vibration is called the first subsidiary vibration of frequency 2f. Similarly, if the string is plucked at 1/6 length of string from one end, it vibrates in three loops. This vibration is called the second subsidiary of frequency 3f. Thus the different modes of vibration in a stretched string are of the frequencies in the ratio of 1:2:3.